Welcome back to the program, everybody. It is time to check in with our good friend Kim Baer to find out some things that are going on that a lot of people are getting involved with now that summer is officially here and people are getting out and about. Hey, Kim, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you, Lou?
We are doing great. We're enjoying the weather. It's cooled down just a wee bit, but that means people are becoming more and more active outside. And that's what we're going to be talking about is people that are active outside and maybe something happens to them and there might be something you can do about it. We're talking about summertime activities, right?
Yes, yes. Now that we've all been cooped up for so long with COVID, you see a lot of people out and everybody's trying to, get out and ride their bikes or go walking, jogging. And so I thought it would be good to educate the viewers today on what happens if you get hit by a car while you're on your bicycle or you're jogging or you're walking.
Yeah, and a couple of things that you want to remember, some really important things you need to remember in case that unfortunate thing does happen to you. And first and foremost, Kim, what should people realize if say they're riding their bicycle and they're struck by a vehicle?
Right. So if you're hit by a car, I mean, most people, it makes sense. You know that you would have a claim against the car driver. But what a lot of times people don't realize is that your own car insurance usually will cover you if you've been hit by a car. If you have either med pay on your own policy, or you have what's called underinsured or uninsured coverage.
Right. Now, explain just really briefly about what you mentioned about the underinsured coverage, because you're really an advocate for that. You want to make sure you have that, right? Even though you're not selling insurance, you think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not selling insurance. I sue insurance companies really for a living. But I have so many cases that come into my office where somebody's been seriously hurt. And in Iowa, you only have to have a minimum of $20,000 of coverage. So if you get hit by a car driver while you're bicycling, jogging on your bicycle, or even in your own car, and they only have $20,000 of coverage, you are going to need to make a claim under your own policy. And the only way to do that is if you agree to opt in and pay for, it's called UIM or UM, it's underinsured or uninsured coverage.
All right, so that's not an automatic thing. So if you don't have that as part of your policy, you're probably out of luck.
Exactly. I think most insurance agents are pretty good about explaining that to people. But if you're trying to save a buck, that's not the place to save a buck.
Okay. So is this mainly for people that bicycle or jog, or is this for everyone? Because I'm sure walking is involved in this too.
Sure. If you're out walking, if you're jogging, if you're bicycling, and you get hit by a car, then you can make a claim under your car insurance for your injuries, lost wages, and things like that. And really, the key here is that you've been hit by a car while you don't have to be in a car. You can be out walking or jogging or even a bicycle. And the same is true even if it's a hit and run. I mean, sometimes you get hit if you're on a bicycle, you get hit and the person just keeps going. I mean, we hate those situations, but.
Hey, Kim, does it matter where this accident happens? If it happens like on the side of a road somewhere, or maybe you're in a crosswalk and you still get clipped by a vehicle, does it matter where it happens?
Yeah, Lou, that's an excellent question, and it really does. I think people have the misconception that pedestrians in Iowa always have the right of way, and that is not Iowa law. So if you are crossing a street, don't jaywalk. Make sure that you are in the crosswalk, because if you're not in the crosswalk, you may be found to be liable for the accident. So you really need to pay attention to crosswalks.
What about if you trip on something, or maybe somebody has like a sidewalk that is not being cared for? Does that apply there too?
Yeah, it won't cover, your car insurance won't cover that, but certainly you can make a claim against the property owner under their policy. We have a couple of claims like that right now. One's against the state of Iowa where there was loose concrete and they knew it wasn't visible and the woman broke her leg. So
wow. Okay, so a lot of questions to be answered. And Kim, if people want to have some of those questions answered, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Sure. Just give us a call. It's a free consultation. You can call us at 515-INJURED or our 515-279-2000. We're always happy to take your call or meet with you and talk about whether or not we can help you.
All right, Kim Baer, great advice as always, but be careful out there, everybody. But if something does happen, do remember you do have a chance to get compensated for some things that may have happened to you. Kim, thank you so much for your time here this morning, and thanks for the great information.
Okay, thanks, Lou.
All right,
See you next time.
See you later.